Yes, once again it's time for some heavy haulage. This is a limited edition from WSI and it's in the colours of Sitca, which is a French transport company. In the box we've got a Volvo FH4 Globetrotter and it's paired up with a Nooteboom 3-axle low loader. There are separate parts, so let's move to the assembly stage. We begin by needing to assemble the trailer, and the first thing to do is to put the 3-axle module onto the deck. And to do that we just line up the connection holes, and then there's a steel pin that we have to insert. It's slightly fiddly to get in if you've got salami-sized fingers, but once you've got it in you can push it home with a screwdriver. Or if you think you've got something else that's long and thin, you can use that instead. That does the back end of the trailer, so let's move to the front and fix the gooseneck. It hooks over and there's a spring clip to lock it in place. It does work and it can be done, but it's a little bit fiddly to make the connection. So there's the trailer fully assembled, and now we can hook it up to the Volvo. And that's a simple clunk click does the trick. Included in the bag of parts is a small spacer for the gooseneck. And that's quite useful because it enables you to lock the angle between the gooseneck and the deck. And it makes sure that the deck is pretty much always horizontal. Now onto some details, and the first is to plug the hoses from the gooseneck into the deck. And there are a couple of marker boards which fit onto the gooseneck. They are fairly loose, and for the moment we'll put them in pointing upwards. There's another marker board assembly for the back of the trailer, and we just press that in. This kind of assembly would be classified as easy. And we follow that up with a blanking plate that just goes into the end of the trough. With that done, the model is assembled. As you would expect from WSI, the chassis is very detailed, with different tyres on the steering axle. The Volvo cab looks really good and it's enhanced by the Sitca graphics. And as you would expect, there's a realistic number plate. Behind the cab there's a mini tower and coiled lines, and the wheel arches are plastic, as they are on the real truck. The dolly's nicely made with metal wheel sets. The deck is fairly straightforward underneath, and there's more detail on the underneath of the gooseneck. In fact, the gooseneck is very good, with lots of tiny graphics making it interesting. A nice bit of detailing on the trailer is the Nooteboom logos throughout. And if we jump to the back, there's plenty of detailing to make the model look realistic. Just a reminder that you can see all of the reviews made by Cranes Etc. over on the Cranes Etc. website. Over 1,000 models have been reviewed, and each one's got its own report. Also, if you'd like to support Cranes Etc. going forwards, then head over to the Cranes Etc. Patreon page, where you can sign up to support our work and get some rewards too. Here we are, we've travelled to the Cranes Etc. test track in France, and we give the Volvo a good run on the autoroute. This model rolls well and it's got a steering front axle which has not got a great amount of movement. But you know what, repeat after me, something is better than nothing. Let's press on and tilt that cab, and underneath there's a nice Volvo marked engine. Onto the trailer, and the rear dolly is very good, it rolls well, and it's also got nicely sprung suspension. Also, all of the axles are linked so you can set the steering, and so it poses realistically, and it also works well too. This is not a particularly high capacity low loader, but it is flexible because if you pull it, it's extendable. So that's going large, long ways. What if you want to go large, wide ways? Well, like the real trailer, you can extend the deck width, and the first thing you need to do is to pull out all of these little supports. Once you've done that, there are various replica timbers in different lengths, and you can rest those in position on the supports. Another display option you have is to put deck posts on the gooseneck, and if you find yourself unable to stop pressing things into holes, you can put deck posts along the line of the deck edges as well. It's time to try a couple of loads, and with the deck posts in place we need something thin, so here's just an access platform. And without the deck posts we can go for something bigger, so here's a Caterpillar excavator. And the operator in the cab is remotely controlling the giant hand crane. This is another high quality heavy haulage truck from WSI. It has that very good combination of high detail and many features, so you can pose the model looking good any which way you want. And of course, if you've got a load to put on the back, that's even better. Overall, this truck is rated very good.